Hey, what's up guys? Good morning. Making this video before a shower, before getting my hair combed, so you guys have to suffer through this. And the reason I'm doing it is because I got a question in from a guy named Jeff who said, Paul, how do you begin your day? You know, what are your steps? What is your routine? How does that work? You guys who are in Launch Your Year know about that, know about the routine, know the things that I focus on and things that I do in the morning, that I actually have just a little morning sheet that I use every day. But what I want to do for you guys who are just wondering how to get kickstarted, I don't think there's any magic. I think the real key is knowing what affects you, what energizes you, what focuses you. You've got to determine your own routine. I can't make your routine for you. You've got to know what works for you. All I can share is what works for me, and maybe a couple of those things will work for you as well. The first thing that I do is let it begin the night before. I plan my day out. Usually on Sunday night, I plan out the week. And then each night, I review what I'm going to be doing the next day. And the real key with that is to see some things that are of importance. And I usually choose one. I do 3 major actions, tasks, or focuses a day that are actually planned. And the rest of the things, the rest of my day is filled in with other activities, clients, projects, things that I'm working on. But I've got 3 essentials. I personally try to do those first thing in the morning so that I get those done before the rest of the world wakes up. But it begins the night before. And of those 3 things, I choose one that I'm really pumped about, that I'm excited about, that I'm charged about, that I can't wait to do, so that I actually wake up fairly excited. Now, part of that could be ADD, ADHD. Some of that could be that I'm not medicated. But other than that, the real key is to have that thing that you can't wait to do. When we've got a list of things that we don't want to do, when we are setting goals or actions that we don't want to take, then we're not going to wake up with that excitement. We're not going to wake up ready for the day, focused and wanting to get up because we can't wait to do that thing. If we keep hitting the snooze button, if we keep delaying, the reason we do that is because we don't have something that we're fired up about, or that we're excited about, or that we're passionate about, or that we can't wait to happen. But instead, we've got a list of things that we're trying to ignore, a list of things that we don't really want to do, but we kind of feel like we have to do them, and so we delay it as much as possible. But when we've got that one thing that we can't wait to pursue, it shifts everything else, right? And that's a big part of my morning, is waking up with something that I can't wait for. The other thing that I do is, the first thing is, when I wake up, I just give thanks. Just lay there, pray for a while, and think about some things that I really feel like are important. People, things, blessings, whatever you want to call those, and just to kind of soak in not on what I don't have, but the things that I do have. When we're pursuing goals, when we're pursuing certain things in life, whether it's business, whether it's physical, whether it's anything that we want to attain, we often spend a lot of time on what we don't have, what we haven't achieved, where we're hung up, where there's a gap, where we're struggling, where we're wrestling, and we will magnify it and start to feel like a failure. Whereas if at the beginning of the day we give thanks and we're grateful and we count the things that are going right, it doesn't make us satisfied. It doesn't make us status quo. It doesn't make us feel like, well, you know, I've got all that, I'm not going to do anything more. You know, if we're driven, if we're passionate, if we're excited about what we're doing, that's going to be a constant. So instead, what we want to do is that we want to give thanks and be grateful for some things that we already possess, instead of always being dissatisfied with what we've not attained yet. So I do that first thing in the morning. The second thing that I do is that I come and either listen or watch a video or something that motivates me. Now, through the years, I've had a lot of positive influences, a lot of positive mentors. You know, sometimes I'm listening to Zig Ziglar, sometimes Earl Nightingale, sometimes it might be Tony Robbins. There's a lot of different people out there that you can listen to. They're going to charge you up, going to activate you. And it doesn't have to be long. It could be 5 minutes. It could be 10 minutes. You could watch 30 minutes. I don't think any of that's important. I think what's critical is that you have something that jumpstarts you, something that activates you. So even if I've got that one thing that I'm excited about getting up in the morning, the truth is by morning, that energy could have waned. And I could wake up and feel like, no, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't know if I really want to pursue that. I don't feel all that energy right now. So what I tend to do is to listen to something that really charges me up, gets me focused, gets me on fire, gets me activated so that I have that energy. And obviously that's the state that I'm in right now. So as I opened my email this morning and I saw that question, I thought, well, I'll just share what I do. So it begins the night before, something I'm really charged up about. The next morning, the first thing I do is I'm grateful and I give thanks. And then I go and listen to something or read something or watch something that's going to charge me up. And then I pursue the day. So that's really just my morning ritual right there. And even in the condition that I'm in, you can see that I did this in the morning. Well, guys, it's not a magic formula. It's not about creating something that is going to be an instant state changer. It's just a simple process that allows you to connect with what's important, to be driven by something greater than yourself, while at the same time recognizing the great things that you already possess, giving thanks for those, being grateful for those, and allow your day to start with gratitude instead of waking up thinking about all the things you don't want to do. All right, I hope that helps. Appreciate Jeff sending that question in. You guys have an incredible day, and as always, success is not an accident. Be blessed.